You know, I wonder if there's a way that with StreamerBot, I could set it up so I bet there's probably a way. I bet I could probably, it would be complicated, but I could probably set up a way where like my timer starts, my stream starts. Well, my stream starts and then the Zelda automatically plays at, what is it? Like 17 seconds or 18 seconds. I could probably do that, but it would probably be complicated because it gets kind of complicated with StreamerBot and timers, because I start my timer on a third-party app called Snaz, and then I go live. And so when my stream starts and when the timer technically starts are two different things. But I bet I could probably do it. It would just be a matter of sitting down and figuring it out. But happy time zone to all! It's so good to see you guys. Padawan, Scarecrow, Hayes, Mac, EJ. Surprise, surprise. Padawan is here in Texas with me, where it is just hot. And my mother-in-law, I think I explained this yesterday, but my mother-in-law has to do a whole lot of work on her yard because she broke her hand last Thanksgiving, and everything just got really out of control, and she was just never able to catch up. And so her yard just got super out of control. Calendar, yeah. Hold on. And so Ander, what? Yeah, because my headphones only have like this much allowance, because they're all Velcroed right here. Whatever. It's Jane! I know. Bye! See you later. I know. Is today another Nakey dance? We'll have to do another Nakey dance today. Maybe. I don't know. We're gonna have to maybe figure out how this mating tent works with our little animals. But Ander has been working out at his mom's house all day. He was over there at 7:30 and he just got home, and they're not even done. And we actually thought we were gonna have the youth of our church congregation do her yard for a service project, but because she got a notice from the city, we had to, like, it has to be done before like Thursday. So we didn't have an opportunity to get the youth together, but that would have been really nice, because just Ander and his mom, it's taken a while. So anyway, he's been out in this heat all day. It is very, very hot. But you know what is doing great are my sweet potato vines. My sweet potato vines aren't growing any sweet potatoes, which is fine, but they are finally, I figured out how to like trellis them on chicken wire. And then I actually cut slits in the top of my little netting that covers them, so bunnies still can't get in, but they're growing up out of the netting, and I now have them trellised up on my like lattice that's up on Charlotte's window, and they're really nicely climbing that lattice, and they look really nice. I'm really pleased. So those guys are doing great. Our tomatoes, not so much. Our bell pepper plants are doing really well, but the bell peppers they produce are very small. So murmurs from the mating tent. You know how this works, right? I lay my egg and leave, and you deposit your fertilizer. We're all mammals. Well, I guess we're not all mammals. We have some that aren't, but like eggs. And you know what I've learned and what I've decided? So last night I did a whole bunch of housekeeping. Who died? We lost a bunch of oldies last night. I did a bunch of housekeeping because I needed to do some upgrades, and I did some shifting around. I moved everybody's beds in the kitchen and all that stuff. I've kind of made corners. So our little hub space, there's like the temple and the shrine. I could move the temple, but there's the temple, and then there's like the outhouses and stuff. And then down at the bottom right, there's like our little living space. So everybody's shelters, the kitchen, all that stuff. And then over in the bottom left is like all the dead bodies, all the, like the cemetery basically. And then the farm. And then up in the top left, I kind of added more like consecrating like refineries or whatever, lumber yards, you know, things like that. So I did a little bit of cleaning up last night. DGBJ, how are you? Had some Miracle Grow. We put some, fertilizer type stuff, plant food or whatever for the tomatoes when our tomato plant first started dying, but I don't feel like that really did a lot. But you know what? I just think it's too hot. I just think it's too hot. And I think tomatoes like heat, but I think there's a difference between heat and the surface of the sun, which is my front yard in Texas in summer. So DJBJ, I think you're one that died last night. I think you died, Land Rider died, and then one other person died that's an actual follower. Hey Charlotte, how are you? Oh, and by the way, I felt kind of bad that coins for channel points are so expensive. So I went in to change that. 10,000 coins or 10,000 channel points for 100 coins. That's a lot. So I went in to change it, and you have to have Crowd Control Pro. And you have to pay monthly to be able to change the channel points. So I wanted to make it easier on you guys to be able to, for those of you that are running low on points, I wanted to make it easier for you guys to earn crowd control coins, but alas and alack, I was thwarted. And of course they would, you know, they're trying to make money. Like, I get that, but still, I was frustrated. You can change the amount of coins. Wait a minute. Just give us more channel points. Yeah, you get channel points and you get channel points. I do have a question though. Coins. Oh, see? Upgrade to Crowd Control Pro to adjust the amount of free coins viewers can claim. I was gonna say I might as well just give 100 free coins to people, but you can't even adjust that. Ooh. Well, that's lame, but whatever. At least we can use channel points, right? I'm grateful for that. So I think DJ BJ was one that died, and then Land Rider died, and then we had another oldie from our group. Oh, you just need 50 more to add yourself as a follower. Oh my gosh, I can't wait. It's so fun watching, and like I started out yesterday with like 25 followers, I think, and then last night while I was doing just some housekeeping, didn't do any crusading, anything like that. I just did some cleaning up, some upgrading, things like that, some fishing. I did a lot of fishing. And I think I lost 5 followers, all little oldies that all kicked it while I was trying to like, you know, build my fertilizer silo or whatever. So I know, right? I wish there was a way we could share, but oh my gosh, lowercase J, it is so good to see you. I have been thinking about you recently. I hope things are okay. You have been on my mind. It is so good to see you. Okay, so I've been playing a game called Cult of the Lamb, which is really fun. Obviously goes against literally everything I stand for, but I'm an adorable little lamb, but I'm playing it with something called Crowd Control. And Crowd Control is a third-party software where you can cash in channel points, or you can cash in bits and get crowd control coins. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. But you know what? I'm really glad that you got some help for whatever it is that you're going through. I'm really, really glad that you got some support and some help. I'm really sorry about that, but hopefully that will offer a way forward. That's what it did for my mom anyway. That happened to my mom. I'm so sorry to hear about that. Yeah, you've been on my mind. I was like, man, I haven't seen Jay in a while and I need to reach out. And then I just kept forgetting. So when you cash in crowd control coins, depending on how many crowd control coins you have, you can mess with specifics of my game. And one thing you can do is add yourself as a follower to my little cult. So you can choose your little animal and get a t-shirt on your little animal and like be part of my little hub. And it's great. It's lots of fun. I tried to mess around with the actual like how much things cost, because I realized 10,000 channel points is a lot, but I have to have Crowd Control Pro, and I'm not going to pay $8 a month for something that I'm not going to be using like that regularly. So yeah, I'm sorry, Jay, but I'm happy that you're here now. I'm so happy that you're here now. And it makes me happy to see your name in my chat. And it makes me happy to know that you are here and that you are around. That makes me very, very happy. I'm sorry things have been rough. I know things were rough and I'm really sorry. Also, this is totally random, but I just watched a video. There's a prison in Brazil that uses geese instead of guard dogs. And you know what? It works. They have all these geese that live between the prison, and then like they have like multiple layers of fences. And they interviewed this guy. They're just regular geese, and they have cameras and they do have guards, but they said the geese are far more cost effective than dogs. Dogs need care, they need attention, they need to go to the vet, they need to do all these things. And the geese just like do what geese do. They just wander around and don't make a whole lot of sound. But man, if somebody comes near them, or if they see, like if somebody were to try to get out or something, they make such a racket. And the guy was like, they make more sound than the dogs did. I thought that was hilarious. Freaking crazy geese. I know. Anders says that geese and oh, I forgot my controller. I'm gonna have to run and grab that. I was charging it. Geese and swans are the worst out on the lake. They are so mean. And swans will like chase you down and follow you. Cobra chickens, yes, Wolf is right. Also, Dadbots, how are you? Imagine trying to escape a prison while avoiding a ton of goose poop. Yeah, and having like angry cobra chickens after you. And I mean, well, one of them said that they'll like beat their wings. So they'll attack and they will peck at you and then they will beat your wings and everything, or beat their wings on you. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. I thought that was absolutely hysterical. The fact that they used geese and that it works. I thought every single prison. Yeah, swans are big. They're quite large and they're really angry. They are very, very territorial and they will follow Anders' boat. Ander has also been followed by snakes, and snakes can get up on his boat. They can get themselves up there. Sometimes, I think Ander said you can always tell if a snake is venomous if it floats on top of the water because their bones are hollow. So if you're worrying whether a snake is venomous or not and you're out on a lake, if it's like gliding on top of the water, it's venomous. If it's like just its little head sticking out of the water and the rest of its body is kind of down under the water, it's not venomous. I think that's right. So that's how you know. Hey, collaboration! Andrew has a small boat. He has an 18-foot bass boat, and he has come across all sorts of things. Ander is a professional bass fishing guide. So he takes people out on the lake with his boat and teaches them how to fish. He provides all the stuff for them and they just fish with his rods and reels and his lures and things like that. So they've had all sorts of little encounters. They've never actually had, if its head is above the water. Well, yeah, snakes. I love snakes as long as they're not venomous. Venomous snakes are no bueno. I'm not down with that. I just remembered I was just charging my controller in the other room. So let me go grab my controller really fast. I'll be right back. I remember walking in here and going, you need to grab your controller. The thought went right out of my brain. Hold on. That comes from Encanto. At the very end when Bruno's like, I told her go. And she was like, we just watched it recently. Yeah, so Ander has encountered all sorts of things. But I also agree, like, I don't know how a goose can really hurt you, but apparently their wings are quite powerful and they can bruise you by beating their wings against you. But also, like, they're just scary. But at the same time, I don't know, if you really want to get out of prison badly enough. I don't know. I thought that was kind of funny, but I also... There was? A Gravity Falls watch party notice? What? That makes no sense. I haven't had that happen in... Okay, wait a minute. Where are my timers? That doesn't make any sense. Upcoming events. Oh, somehow that got enabled. Why? I'm gonna not enable that. I wonder if that had something to do with my ads that I did earlier. I did these ads. Something. Ads. Oh, yep, that was it. That was it. That was it. That was my bad. Sorry. Yeah, we watched Gravity Falls a while back. Wait, yep, yes. Okay, that should be good. Twitch offers a way to like do ads on, they have like an ad manager, and wow, I've lost a lot of followers. I'm down to 18. Dang. But I don't like their ad manager, so I use StreamerBot instead, but it got wonky because it was running ads like double time for some reason. I don't remember why. Today's project, Max project, is assigning room numbers to all the class sets of student Chromebooks. Ooh, 500. Dang. We also got a bunch of people that got sick. I don't really know why. Okay, I don't remember who died. But this is our little hub now. We've got a bunch of little sickies over here. Put up some decorations because I think it was Lindsay that was like, our home base is an eyesore. We need to put up some decorations. Okay. So I just added some things, you know. I added this seed silo and a fertilizer silo where I can literally deposit all the seeds at once. And then my followers can put them all, like plant them all, which is good. Although I don't have a whole lot of seeds. But anyway, DJBJ's old poop here. I know, all that naked dancing, it must have been, man. It must have been. Oh, thank you. I say that, I do that every time. I forget to start that session every single time. Session is starting. And I tried, I wondered if there was a way to have StreamerBot do that, but there isn't. I can't make StreamerBot do it automatically. So I just have to, you guys just have to remind me. I'm so sorry. Okay, I also was asked by somebody to perform a feasting ritual. So we're gonna do that. And then I unlocked a couple buildings because I had devotion to use, but I think we're probably gonna do a crusade first. And I think what has happened is most of the time, it should be started now. Everything should be, crowd control should work now. When you start a game and you don't use crowd control, I imagine it's pretty slow to build up your followers. I imagine you probably get like, I don't know, 6 followers in the first couple hours or whatever. I had like 20 within the first hour I was playing because I had all these people join as viewers. And so I think I probably got ahead of my upgrades before I made it very far in my crusading, because I spent a lot of time in the hub, like in our home base. So I really think that mating tent and like the hatchery and all that stuff should have been, like, I should have come across that earlier than I actually did, because I've spent a lot of time just here in the home base because I've had all these followers to take care of. So, which is just part of playing it with crowd control, you know, it's just different. But I think had I been playing it by myself, I would have probably done a lot more crusading and unlocked those things. Like, I would have been farther in my crusading when I unlocked those things. Like, I'm supposed to build a tailor place or whatever. But, you know, when I first started out, it was like all of a sudden we had like, you know, we had like 18 people hanging out here. I think it was Wolf that asked me for the feast. You're welcome. Ooh, I love you. Yeah, so we had some people die. We had a bunch of oldies die. I don't remember who they are because I turned their bodies into fertilizer. Sorry, not sorry. So I don't remember who it was, but you know what? Maybe if I go back and click do a funeral, it'll tell me who the last couple people were that died. I know Landrider was one, and I think DJBJ was one. If I do a funeral for someone. Oh, shoot. I didn't want to wake everybody up. Oh, biscuits. Oh, can I go back? Okay, so oh no, this is like way old. This is all like way old. This is definitely not. Oh, wait. Hooger Trick. Hey, it's Fan! How's it going, Fan? Topical programming joke. If I like functional programming and am I in the cult of Lambda? I don't know what that means, but This doesn't name any of my people. Oh, well, there's Landrider. Default, name, age, level, sin. I thought it would show me the last people that died, but apparently not. Oh, I think Padawan was one. Yeah, I think Padawan died last night. Anyway, everybody back to bed. Sorry. Yeah, sorry. I didn't mean to do that. My bad. My bad. My bad. Dadbods wants to celebrate the new decor by throwing a poop and puke party, probably. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to wake everybody up. I thought maybe I could just see. Yeah, I don't remember who all died last night, but we are like full on everything. So I'm gonna go crusade. I got some sickies. Oh, and I built this little offering and people can leave me fish and meat, which is very helpful. So I guess I just mean, like, I've had things that I could build and put in this little hub space for a long time that I just didn't. And I feel like I kind of missed out. But it's okay. It's totally fine. We're now in what? Silk Cradle. And that was the first time I died. I bought Poppy. We've had a Poppy before. I'm pretty sure Poppy dissented. Lambdas are especially light transforms in that context. You've got some way higher functioning brain, like, jokes. Cult of the Lambda. Yeah, you can cash in channel points for crowd control coins, and you can become a little animal follower. What is this? Oh, it's a gun. I'll take the gun over the hammer, to be totally honest. It's raining everywhere. I guess that makes sense. I really wanted to fish last night. That was my main thing, was some housekeeping. And I was like, dude, I gotta fish because I need to be able to feed all these people. Ooh. Bam. That is what you get. Oh, I got a little friendly demon. Thanks for that. I have a feeling this last bishop is not going to be a very easy one to take down. It's probably going to be a bad situation. Just to punch. I can aim. Yeah, and like these baddies went up to 11. Oh, thanks. Wait a minute, an ad break again? See, I've only been streaming for 20 minutes, 27 minutes. Okay, I gotta figure out my ads. Maybe I do need to use Twitch's ad manager. But I feel like that one got off too. Why is StreamerBot doing that? That doesn't make any sense. If I get a chest, does it just automatic? Oh, we have 3 ways to go. Lindsay's no longer ill. That's good. Do we have a tarot card? Oh, this is Kamak. So Kamak is absolutely cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. 50 chance to gain a diseased heart or 50 chance to deal damage to all enemies. Sure. Yeah, Kamak makes me very nervous. Like, I'm glad that Kamak has changed. Let's just say that. Let's just say that. Yeah, everybody's... This area is, like, way more intense. That's not what I meant to do, but okay. I don't, like, love the gun, but I like the gun more than the hammer, for sure. What was that? Oh, I'm getting my buttons mixed up. Is it the triangle that does the special move? Secret outfit? Well, that sounds fancy. Oh, Ryan died. I knew it. I knew it was coming. Last night when Ryan was puttering around, I was like, oh, Ryan, we're gonna lose Ryan here soon. Dang, darn, 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 darnity darn. I guess knight armor. Now that I can build a tailor. I've unlocked a new outfit. No, please don't change my weapon to a hammer. It's slow. I don't love the gun, but I like it more than the hammer. For sure. Oh! That does. That kind of like breaks everything up, doesn't it? First time I ever died in this game was here in Silk Cradle. I died at the hand of like the mini boss, basically. I mean, you guys can do what you want. I'm simply saying, like, my favorites are the daggers. I like the daggers because they're super fast. I'd rather be fast and get a bunch of cuts in than have a really powerful weapon that is slow. You know what I'm saying? Although I did just see a scene recently on YouTube. It was from that show. What do I have now? What am I using? Do I have a hammer or do I have my own little... Oh, do I have a dagger? Oh, I have a dagger! Oh, thank you! I love the daggers because they're super small and they're super fast. Hubert? I don't remember Hubert. I saw a scene from the show AMC Plus's The Terror where there was a stabbing that was shocking. And I was like, dang. That's really scary, actually. Oh, somebody just healed me or gave me some life. Sweet nectar of life. Oh, that was actually not as bad as I... Oh, I got beetroot seeds. Beets. Bears. Beets. Battlestar Galactica. What is the theme song to Battlestar Galactica? Oh, really? That's cool. It's a small world after all. Kind of a nice little surprise. Forage. Follower. No. Forage. Follower. Forage. Follower. In Discord, I think you said I passed in the cult. I might need to buy me new shiny pets. Yeah, I think you did die. I think you were one, and then I think you were one, Landrider was one, and I think it was DJ, BJ, and Padawan. I think I lost 4 of you, honestly. We'll get a follower. No. Oh, whatever that was. Oh, that's just like one shot. Oh! Oh, yes! I do like that one. That is helpful. That's a good move. Did he just like shoot something at me or... Oh, why is it spiders? Why does it have to be spiders? Look, listen. Spiders are fine outside, okay? Like, I'm fine with spiders as long as they're not in my house. I understand that they do a lot of good. I get it, but I don't want them in my house. But I have learned, actually, I've grown a much thicker skin living in Texas. I normally let them out. I normally let them out. I don't just like immediately smash them. I normally let them out and I'll put them outside because I'm like, look, man, like I get it. You have a job. I get it, and that's okay. And I respect that. I just don't want that to happen in my house. I would actually really love to have geckos in my house because geckos are great pest control, but I don't have enough bugs to keep the geckos alive. Oh, Gale's old. Gale's old. Your free coins aren't working. If crowd control will ever let me claim my daily coins, I'll rejoin the cult. I want to redeem, add yourself to the cult, but it keeps telling me the activity failed. Okay, well, apparently I need to end the session and start it over again. Unacceptable. Let me collect my bones. Rude. Is it letting you guys do anything? Well, somebody gave me a dagger. That was nice. Let me end the session and we'll start it again. It says lowercase j received 10 points. Hayes claimed 50 coins. Hayes received 50 coins. I'm going to end it. Oh, maybe you do. I'm going to end it anyway. I don't think that's going to do any harm. And then we'll start it again. Okay, it started again. That's weird. We haven't had any, like, glitches with it. Boss fight. Boss fight. Interesting that the symbol on the back of that symbol is now that snake. And Sin is gonna make everything way more complicated. Gee dang it. I do really love this game's soundtrack. It is very good. Damages every, okay, diseased heart, 20% more damage during the day. Well, I don't know. When is it? Oh, it is during the day. Hooray! Awesome. Yeah, that's what 20% more damage during the day does. Hallelujah. Okay, is it working now? Hopefully. Do you only get... Oh, okay, good. Do you only get 50 coins per day, or is it per session? Like, can you save up coins? Or like, so do you have coins left over from like yesterday's session, or does it start over every single time? See, I'm new to crowd control. I'm not entirely sure how it works. Because when that viewer came in on Friday and they said they had like 500,000 crowd control points or something, or coins or something, I was like, oh, it must not be game specific then. It must be... Oh, they do save up. Okay, that's good to know. It won't let you Padawan? That's a bummer. I wonder why. That's annoying. I wish I could give some. Like I said, I really wanted to make it easier to get it for you guys. So I didn't want it to be quite so many channel points, because I know people are running out of channel points, but I can't do it if I don't have pro. But I'll bet you can add yourself. Oh, is this a blunderbuss? Yeah. Yes. It's R1, right? We're gonna recycle that into one coin. Just one. Just one. Ryan, you just died! I'm so sorry. You were old. You lived a good life. You were such a good, devoted follower. Thanks for the alert. Appreciate it. I don't know why your free coins aren't working. That's frustrating. Everybody deserves their free coins. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, Ryan reached old age. Oh, which means Ryan's not gonna be snoring and waking people up anymore. We love you, Ryan. We'll do a funeral for you. Send you off in style. What are these? Like eggs? Oh, are they spider egg sacs? DJ! Oh, DJ died. Oh, see? We're losing all our people, man. Bad situation. Are we in the boss area? Yes, I like being speedy. Speedy, speedy. Thank you for the tarot card. I like being fast. That's why the Chrysogrim is so amazing in, what's it called? Castlevania Symphony of the Night. It technically doesn't have the highest, it's like a special weapon that is almost, it's like ridiculously annoying to get. It doesn't have the highest like level, but it's really fast and it makes it worth it. Like it's pretty much, oh yeah, you. I think you were the one that killed me last time. Woo. Guess who else is speedy? Oh yeah, and you always gotta have babies. Yeah, oh, yep, see? Thanks. Oh, he's coming. Oh, he's coming. Yeah, bam, bam. Yeah. Oh, this is going so much better than last time. Maybe. Oh. Oh, now he's gonna leave, and then he's gonna leave behind babies. Yep. Okay, okay, okay. Oh, that was stupid. Yeah. Ooh. Babies! Ah! Boom! If there's anything worse than a spider, it's a spider with a whole bunch of little babies with it. Like, I've seen those nightmarish videos where people like step on a spider and then just hundreds of little babies come out. It's so awful. I know, Ryan, you died of old age. Lived a good long life. You were just puttering around with your little cane. And then yesterday during like everybody's naked dance, even the little oldies were naked with little like fig leaves, just puttering around with their little canes. I don't remember what a flower necklace does. I can always use lumber. Always, 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 always. Whoa. That was a lot of stuff. That was a lot of stuff we just got. Oh, I never even used my relic, whatever that is. That's why I make this harder on myself. I don't utilize everything at my disposal, and I should, but I forget. "79 baddies killed." Oh, but see, that's not the sign of sin. That's not that snake. How interesting. Oh. Yes, yes, I just returned from a successful... I was gonna say, I just returned from a successful crusade. Oh, look at Gale. Oh, that's right, somebody died. It was Ryan. No, DJ. I think I lost two, right? I lost Ryan and DJ? Go to bed, everybody, go to bed. Look at our little garden area. So happy. Wolf. Hop into it. Can you choose if you are nocturnal? Or can you only choose what you look like? Remember that one time I waited till everybody went to bed and then chopped up a follower? So nobody could see. You know what? That's not even worth it because the follower meat can make has a super high chance of making your followers sick. So it's not even worth it. Are traits random? Okay, I wasn't sure if you could pick your traits. You're like, well, I prefer... Cage has her cute little hat. Look at how many empty tents I have. I have so many empty tents. Oh, but I have this one. Maybe you're a nocturnal, maybe? Oh. Generates devotion 20% faster when wearing a unique outfit. So they are fashionable. Decreases productivity by 10%, but increases sin generation by 15%. Might run away if frightened. Like, Susie's okay with chopping corpses. We're one step closer to doom. You know what's funny about that? Ander asked me the other day, he goes, dude, it's okay, my man. You're not, it's okay. Everything's fine. I'm gonna say go to the farm, but then he's gonna go to bed. And I'm gonna show you some love, man. Like, it's okay. You're a cute, fuzzy little dog. I'm not gonna bully my followers. That's not, he's like, I need to, oh, see, there's Hayes. Oh, Hayes is an elephant. You know what? I think joining the cult, I think you do have to be in like the hub space or like the home base. I think that's how it works. Oh, Snorer. Gain 10 faith. Likes to cause mischief. You are a jerk. I also don't like your name. Noger? That's what we call boogers in our kids' noses. They're nogers. Brenajul, Manti, Puno, Yarna. Sure, we'll go with Yarna. It's cool. Yarna's a jerk, apparently. So look out for Yarna. I'm also gonna assign this to Yarna because Yarna is a snorer. So yep, that's your place. See how you're farther away from people? Ander the other day was like, this may be a stupid question, but have you ever heard of the game Doom? And I was like, have I heard of the game Doom? Yes, I have many times over. I don't remember why he was asking me that, but I was like, yes. I have definitely heard of Doom. He was saying something. What was he saying? I don't remember. I don't remember what it was. See John's puttering around. Oh, Padawan's back. Back again. Okay, we got some new additions here. We've got people doing things. Oh. Okay, I think. Oh, Cage, what's your deal? Please, leader, there are some folks who are starving and have no place to call home. We must let them join our cult. You bet. Recruit starving followers. What? Where? How? I'm gonna have somebody come over here and cook. Yeah. Okay, we're back up to 21. I love Hayes' little elephant. Oh, this little new follower. I'm hungry. Feed me. Feed me. Ignores dissenters. Can be pet. Generates devotion. You know what? Devotion is not a big deal. Like, it's not a big deal. Ah. Go eat. Go find a meal. What? Oh, Cage is just taking a hot second. Should cook. Oh, we got another elephant. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. That's the elephant. What is, oh, these are all positive traits. We have fashionable, naturally obedient, and strong constitution. Like that. Have a t-shirt. Welcome. Jewel Tree is starving. Well, yep. Go eat your stuff. And Thorgrion is also starving. You should probably... Oh, she's not cooking fast enough. Cage, you gotta step it up. Ah! And then people coming over and stealing the food. For the new recruits. I don't remember why Andrew asked me about Doom. What was that? No. Isn't there supposed to be? Yeah, no. Yo, go cook. Seriously? I don't know why you walked away. Like, we still got starving people. Cook. That's what Auden does because of Bluey. Cook. I can't believe you lied to me about dying. Don't do it. Don't do it, Weber. Don't do it. Go work on the farm. Thanks. Where are my starving people? You. Go eat something. No. Yeah, go eat that. No. You. Go work on the farm. No! Don't do it! You? Okay, there is one there. Okay, good. Oh, Lindsay's getting mad at DJ. Ah. Okay, you come over here. No. Arnar! Go, do some lumber or something. You go eat. John is just puttering around happily. Who else do we have that's hungry? I wish we could have multiple people cooking. That would be stupendous. Who's mad? Somebody's mad. Somebody is really angry. I don't know who it is. Okay, so we can build a drink house. And we can build a drum circle. I don't entirely know what that means. I guess I'm supposed to generate sin, but I'm not entirely sure why. Like, I guess it unlocks certain things, but... Padawan's a monkey? Oh my gosh, I need to find Padawan. One of my favorites, I'm not gonna lie, is Lindsay. Little shrimp. Oh my gosh, look at you! You're a pretty cute little monkey. Wait, you have two! You're a little butterfly and a monkey. Maybe you didn't die last night. I can't remember. Shoot, I can't remember. I'm so sorry. I thought it was you. I should have made a list, and I didn't. So sorry. Okay, we're gonna go on another crusade. Yep, everybody's working. Good times all around. Like this little farm situation we have here. It's a good situation. Wish I had more seeds. I guess I could buy more. Okay. We are gonna crusade. Nope. Lies. Amdusius has died of old age. Cracks me up every time. Oh my gosh. There's always like, hey, Charlotte's here! Yeah! Oh, Charlotte, where are you? I want to see what you are. Nice. I know you've been saving up. I love that so much. Where's Charlotte? I don't understand why this happens. Why does poop come alive and run around my... Where are you? Charlotte. We have 2 purple hazes. Also, my controller's being weird. It's having a weird... Where are you? Are you nocturnal? Are you sleeping? Nope, that's Wolf. Oh, there's Charlotte. She's a cute little owl. I love that. The animal faces are weird because the beak is on the side, but then their mouths are on the front. It did work. You're right there. You're adorable. I don't want to interrupt you, but I do want to just give you a blessing. Thanks for joining the party. The party, you're so cute. I know, we have a Charlotte in chat. And I have meat. Okay. Let's go and crusade again, since everybody seems like they're okay. Has she got another one? Gracious. Where do you find... Well, maybe these are ones that run away. Like, one of them was a coward. Oh. I need to go, like... One of us. One of us. One of us. One of them is sad. One of them is scared. Who is that? It's a, I can't remember their name. I don't think it's one of you guys. I think it's one of the random followers. But I have to go and like, is this like a, okay. I don't love the gloves either, but that's okay. I'd say dagger, sword, gun, gloves, hammer. Come one, come all, to a palace of wonder and delight, where all that glimmers is gold, guaranteed. Midas Cave opens 7 days. I don't like that. That sounds scary. I found all 5 locations though. So, hooray. Whoa. I am not what I once was. Though no longer wise, I am no fool. I know the end draws near. I can take some comfort in confession. The blame hangs heavy round my neck. I introduced him to ideas of change, for my domain is knowledge, and it is ever evolving. An organic state of being for myself, but for him, most unnatural. Death cannot flow backward. It was I who had him chained, forced into subjugation by the 4 of us. Subjugated as you too soon shall be. Make peace. Bow to me, lamb. What happens if you bow? Oh, whoo, owl joke. Thanks, Padawan. Sorry, I missed that. Thanks for being here, Padawan, as always. Should I bow or should I not? A lion in the guise of a lamb. I expected no less from a vessel of the Red Crown. Very well. War is also my domain. Yeah, wow, these little bishop guys. Oh, gross. Oh. You are not a spider. You kind of are. That was like a centipede. That was, okay, yep. Oh, that's not what I meant. I thought that was a, okay. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. I'm so good at this. I'm so good at this. I need that fervor! No! This is terrible. Leave me alone. My gloves take a minute. Thank you. Shamura, I don't like you very much. You are not all the bishops. At least I am a nice cult leader. You know what I mean? It's such a dumb thing to say. At least I'm a really nice cult leader. At least I take care of my followers. I feed them and give them the things they need. We have naked dance time. Got a friendly little go. Oh, saw that coming. Oh, Hayes is old. Hayes is old. Respect your elders. And luckily, because I've been able to keep, with y'all's help, I've been able to keep the faith of the cult pretty high, so we don't have a lot of dissenters. Which is good. We've had a few. But it definitely could be worse. And I mean, I'm sure that there are people that play through this game and welcome the chaos, you know, like welcome just crazy things happening. And that's just not really my style, but this eyeball situation is very odd. Oh! Ghost. Oh, you're supposed to do a combo, right? That's right. I think you're supposed to like weave the silk or consecrate the silk or whatever so you can make your outfits. Yeah. Ah! Oh! Spiders everywhere! Gosh, this place is a nightmare. This is terrible. What a horrible, like this whole place just needs to be burned. Just need to be burned to the ground. I want to speed up enemies just to see what it looks like. Please let me know when it would be okay to do that. That is fine. You can speed up enemies. That is just fine. Do not have a, oh, Charlotte just killed an enemy for me. Thanks. Yeah, I don't know how speedy these enemies, oh! I don't know how speedy the enemies get. Oh, oh! Oh, okay. Does that only speed up an enemy in one room, or does it speed up the enemies throughout, like, the whole area? See, you guys are so nice. Let me know when that's a good time to do it. That's so nice of you guys. You know, I imagine playing a game like Hollow Knight. Oh, no, I hope you did. Did you do it? Okay, good. I didn't want you to waste it. I imagine playing a game like Hollow Knight. And I love Hollow Knight dearly. It's like one of my favorite games ever. But I really worried because I thought, not that I thought that you guys were jerks by any means, but I thought there's obviously going to be a temptation to, you know, make my gameplay harder. And so I really kind of struggled with that. I wasn't really sure if I should do that or not, but this has been a really, really, oh, it says 30 seconds. It's a time thing. Oh. I thought it was maybe just like a whole entire level thing. Like food is good, but health is better. And this is definitely not a Zelda game where you can just cut grass and find a heart. Maybe you can. First time I played Breath of the Wild, I ran all over the place cutting grass and looking for hearts. And it wasn't until I was standing there looking at a wild boar that all of a sudden I was like, oh my gosh, I'm supposed to actually like hunt. I am so smart. Wow. I'm such an idiot. But I'd never played a game like that before. Let's see. I have technically 3 hearts. It's interesting that they give you... It's interesting that they give you, like, hearts, but then the blue heart is at the end. moving it 50 times. Yeah, so then I'm just doomed. Oh, Guzian died of old age! Well. Oh. Get out of town. These freaking spiders. Charge speed. Wait. Use a random... So, okay, all right. I never use relics anyway. I should, but I don't. I'm supposed to go to Midas Cave. Okay, if you want to cash in... Thanks! I was gonna say, okay, here's your chance. Make them all fast, and then Hayes killed them all. Wow, thanks! Tears open the earth to release a horde of ghosts that target nearby enemies. Hold to aim an explosive projectile. I like the idea of targeting enemies. That is a good situation. Targeting is always a good situation. Now we're doing a link and we're breaking all the pots. True story. Look at these skeletons. These massive spider skeletons. Although, doesn't that kind of not make sense because spiders have exoskeletons? All right, now's your chance, Wolf. Let's see. What does it do? This reminds me of Mario. Oh, there's your fire. Yeah. Oh, I just got some meat from your fire. Oh, they are fast. But it's not so bad. Oh, okay. As I just get hit. Oh, and hit again. Oh. Oh, okay. That was good. Yeah, they were speedy. They were definitely speedy. What would you say? That was like double time? Is that what Dad Bod said? It was like 50% faster? They were speedy. I missed a room. Yeah, I'm sorry. Spiders have exoskeletons. So they wouldn't look like that, right? This is why it makes me laugh when you go to a grocery store, like when you go to Walmart and they have like spider skeleton decorations for Halloween. And I'm like, pretty sure that's not how spiders' bodies work. Yeah. The one I crushed in my fingers this morning didn't have much of a skeleton. Well, no. I think I'll do this one. Yeah, and then I think I saw like a skeleton. I think I saw like, oh, what was it? It wasn't a snail, but it was something like that. It was some creature that I was like, it doesn't have a skeleton. Oh, wolf is old. Old wolf. What? Oh. I was like, that's not how ah! Oh, wow, I don't like you at all. Nope, no. Ah! And of course you have spikes. Of course you do. Yeah, of course. That is just grand. Oh, I hate this place. Silk Cradle is a terrible place. Oh, thanks for the berries. I do love berries. Oh, get out of town. Yeah, sometimes I see these Halloween decorations and I'm like, that is not how science works. Spiders have exoskeletons. I mean, I know that it's kind of creepy to think of like a skeletal spider coming after you, you know what I mean? But like, no. I'd rather just have it's okay. I am of the belief, every time I've heard of like movies or stories or whatever of like spiders, I've never seen the movie Arachnophobia, but there's like 8-legged freaks and there's Arachnophobia and there's, what was it called? Bite or something like that, where it was about some spider that grew big or something. And, you know, like, okay, yeah, the idea of a big scary spider is scary. Like, I don't like that. That makes me uncomfortable. I would never want to come across a spider that is the size of like a car, right? But it's so unbelievable. It's like, I don't know. That just seems silly to me because it's just so out there. For me, a scarier thing would be like relatively large spiders, but just hordes of them. That is a far scarier situation than a spider that's the size of a car. Yeah, the spider the size of the car, like that's creepy, but hordes and like right now in Texas, we have just hordes and hordes of crickets. Earth versus the spiders. Does it have hordes of spiders? Because that sounds like, whoa, that is new. At least they don't come after you. They're just like, we're just doing, well, that sucks. They're just like, we just live here. I'll stick my spikes out, but that's as much as I'll do. Earth versus the spiders. I've never even heard about it. I think of all the millions of crickets I've seen lining the walls of Hobby Lobby, and I'm like, imagine all of those were spiders. It's pretty horrifying to see them, all the crickets, but if they were all big spiders, I would burn Hobby Lobby to the ground. I guess that's true. You're right. In Harry Potter, they have spiders of like all sizes, and some of them are, ooh, you are scary. But you're slow. Not if Wolf can help it. That wasn't so bad. You're right. There are lots and lots of spiders, and they're big. That's probably the closest I've ever seen to something like... I mean, not realistic, but Land Rider, how are you? Not realistic, because obviously they're like the size of cars, right? Shelob is pretty terrifying in Lord of the Rings. Like Shelob is, she is something else. That was super freaky. I remember when I went to see the Two Towers with my brother. And man, this bus is late. Bus is late. It's still over by the school. So you've got like 5 minutes. Are you okay? You haven't taken a nap yet? Oh, I thought you did take a nap. Go take one and I'll go get Charlotte. Okay, go lay down. Oh gosh, I thought you were asleep this whole time. Oh, Gale died. Oh, and Charlotte's starving. Oh, beans. Okay, I'll get there. I'll come help you guys. We got lights. Hi, sweet love. So when we watched Two Towers, at the very end, Gollum is like arguing with himself. And, oh, good night, Charlotte. Thanks so much for joining my cult. So weird. Such a weird thing to say. I don't know what the hat means, but we're gonna go check it out. And I remember he's arguing with himself, and he's like, or we could let her do it. And then he's like, yes, we could let her do it. And I remember asking my brother, because I'd never read Lord of the Rings. Oh, this makes me nervous. Your possessions will follow you through death. Huh? Yeah, it's the hat. What does this do? What does this do for me? Oh, I can get flowers from this. I thought I had to like... I don't like this. Whatever it is. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, and I remember talking to my brother on the way out and being like, who is her? Who is she? And my brother goes, you don't remember who you don't know who Shelob is? And I was like, no. And he goes, oh, guess you'll see. And he never told me, and I refused to look it up. Yes, darling. Something goes on my back. That's my hat. Or is that what you're talking about? She's got this adorable but slightly frustrating little stutter right now. Oh, all those. Oh, you're healing them. That's what's happening. I hate that. How dare you heal your baddies? How dare you? Oh! Woo! Made it. It's Cage! It's Cage. It's Cage. Oh, should we sing the log song? Come here. A spider on my shirt. Hey, come here.
Dr. Pepper, zero pepper.
What rolls downstairs, alone or in pairs, rolls over your neighbors?
Dad.
What's great for a snack and fits on your back? It's
Dad.
log, log, log. It's
Dad.
log. It's big, it's heavy, it's
Red.
it's log. It's log. It's better than bad.
Good.
Come on and get your.
Bad.
Everyone wants a.
Bad.
Come get a log from.
Bad.
You're gonna love it.
Bad.
Oh my gosh, we love that song. Oh, you're even wearing boots. You are ready, Freddy. I know. It's log, log. It's big, it's heavy, it's wood. She's not quite there yet. Okay, bus is coming into our neighborhood, so I'm gonna have to. But the other day we went to Walmart, and all the way through Walmart, all the way to on the drive to Walmart, I played the log song over and over and over. And it's only like 30 seconds. And we learned it. We definitely learned it. I get the very ending one mixed up. Oh, you're even worse. Oh my gosh, everything about this is bad. Okay, he turns into a bomb when he dies. That is a bad situation. Yeah. You know, I showed a couple scenes from Lord of the Rings to Auden the other day, and Auden had no problems with any of the orcs. Charlotte, the orcs freaked Charlotte out, but Auden was like, I want to watch that again. And I was like, well, okay. I think sometimes I feel like sometimes I actually am part of the problem with Charlotte and how afraid she gets for things. I think I underestimate or I underestimate or I overestimate or what do I do? I don't give her enough credit and I'm like, oh, that would scare you. When the reality is I don't know. And so then she thinks in her head, oh, this would scare me. And so then if she freaks herself out and she has a hard time, you know what I mean? Like she works herself up, and I think that's partly my own fault. Bubby, we don't have fruit snacks. There are some big spiders though. Log, it's long. Kingdom of the Spiders, starring William Shatner. Get out of town and take a bus.
There's the bus.
I had no idea. I'm gonna have to check that out. Yeah, there is the bus. Okay, let me go to words on stream for you guys real quick. I gotta go grab Charlotte from the bus like 5 houses down from me. So I'll pull up words on stream really fast. Give me, I don't know, 5 or so minutes-ish, 5 to 10 minutes to go get my kids situated, go grab my kid from the bus.
It's Sissy.
Yep. Oh, what? Anyway, I'll pull up words on stream and I will be right back. I feel like my computer is struggling slightly, and I'm not entirely sure why. Like, my controller's having issues connecting to it. I feel like the game is having some issues. I don't know what's going on, but in order to fix it, I'd have to, like, restart my whole computer. But it's fine. It's not a big deal. But I feel like things are just kind of wonky on my end. However, we just had a new person, NetSaver, who just followed my channel, who I greatly appreciate. I'm sorry, I was grabbing my kid from the bus and getting my kids all situated with their like screens and things like that, but I sincerely appreciate that. Welcome. And I appreciate the lurk so much. I appreciate my lurkers. My lurkers. I was gonna say something else about spiders, and now I don't remember what it was. Other than, see, now my controller won't. Okay, there we go. But my whole computer seems to be having issues right now. Like OBS seems to be kind of struggling just a little bit. I know, right? Yes. What are your intentions? Oh, see? Yeah, there's something going on with my, Hey, it's Lindsay from Canada! Oh, Canada. Is there a way to turn off, controller? Lindsay, you're old!
We love Lindsay. Lindsay's great.
Trader's Razor, Trader's Dagger, Dagger, Speed 2. Oh, both of those are the same. I know, right? We just had somebody come into my stream on Friday, and they were not very nice. They came in because of crowd control, and then they were not very nice, so. Canada. Okay, so wait, is Canada like the first stop on your big thing? Like your big ol' a 10-hour layover. Okay, so you're like on your way to heaven. Spain and Morocco? Who just does that, guys? Who just does that? Who just is like, I want to go to Spain and Morocco. It sounds so fun. I would do that in a heartbeat. Andrew would not. Andrew does not want to travel. He doesn't like traveling, and I don't blame him. Like, being on an airplane's uncomfortable. I get it. He's got long legs, and it's uncomfortable. But man, I would go in a heartbeat. Some discomfort is totally worth it for, like, the memories that I could make. My Europe trip from when I was 14 that I took with my family, I will cherish for the rest of my life. Was it hard? Yes. Did we have a lot of crazy things happen? Yes. But did we also make some insane, wonderful, lovely memories? Yes. If I were given the opportunity right now, oh, that's the boss. Okay, hold on. If somebody were, if Andrew were to come to me and be like, I've received this, not that this would ever happen, but if Andrew were to come to me and be like, I've received this crazy, insane offer, let's say his YouTube channel took off and he was offered something as a YouTuber to go do something, you know, for fishing. I don't know. Bass fishing isn't a thing over in the UK. But let's say that if Andrew were to come to me and be like, I've been offered this opportunity of a lifetime, but we'd have to move to the UK or whatever, I would do it in a heartbeat. Like, I love my family, and my family's in the States, and I would miss them and it would be hard. But if it were just for like a year or two, I would 100% do it. I think it would be such a cool opportunity for my children to just see how other places do things. I would absolutely take it in a heartbeat, 100%. But that'll never happen. So that's not gonna happen. Ew, you're gross. You got growths on your body. Eh. It's always cronies, always. That's dumb. Okay, oh. Ooh, oh! Ah! Ah! Okay, he is following me. Is he? Yes? Does he follow me? Like, his little friends don't. Or babies, or whatever they are. What did that do? I don't know what that did. Oh, that did ghosts. That's right, that's right. And moving out of, like, to a different country is a whole big thing, and I'm aware that it's a bad situation and it's hard and it's like it's a struggle. But we couldn't take Stixel. Like, it would be such a, well, maybe we could, I don't know, but it's hard taking a pet because you've got, like, it would be really hard. But, like, I would totally take that opportunity and just change things up for like a year or two. I think that would be amazing, but Andrew would hate it. Well, this gives me 22. This gives me 14, and this gives me 12. What? That seems weird. But then again, like, I don't know. I am definitely more of the type of person to just kind of, I like routine, and I'm not really a super, I feel like when I was younger, I was far more like, what's the term I'm looking for? Not subconscious, that's dumb. What is it? It's, spontaneous. Oh my gosh. I was far more spontaneous when I was younger, and I was just kind of willing to like do whatever. Yes, thank you. I was like, I'm gonna pause it for a second because I don't want to miss this. But as I've gotten older, I've definitely been like, no, I don't like spontaneity very much anymore. I'm all for spontaneity as long as it is carefully planned. And I like my routine and all that stuff. But if I were given the opportunity to just up and move, like seriously, if Ander told me like if he came to me even like today and said, you know, I've been thinking and I've decided I want to open a business doing something, and we're going to move to North Carolina, or we would need to move to Missouri, or we'd need to move whatever, I would be like, absolutely, let's go. I would not hesitate for 1 second. Not because I hate where we live, but I know it's not our forever home. I know we're not going to be here for the rest of our lives. This is the first house we bought. We like our house. Our house is great. We don't really love the city we're in. And if we wanted to stay in a city, the only place that we would actually put down roots would be Austin, but we can't afford Austin. So there's no way we could put down roots there. And even if we had the money, just on principle, I wouldn't do it. Absolutely not. If we had the money, I would rather just go somewhere that doesn't get quite as hot in the summer. But if Ander came to me today and was like, hey, I've been thinking about it, and I think we should move to, I don't know, Vermont or something like that. Or like, I don't know, Vermont gets kind of cold. Not Vermont, Virginia? Am I thinking Virginia? Anyway, somewhere that's more mild, but that isn't, you know, that's out of Texas. I would be like, let's do it. Absolutely. I don't even have to, because I'm sure he would be like, I want you to pray about it. I wouldn't even have to pray about it. I'd be like, yep, let's go. Let's put the house on the market and let's go. That's just kind of how I feel. Yeah, see, and that's kind of how I feel. I'm like, that's a life-changing experience that very few people get to experience. I would say that you should absolutely take advantage of that. So thou art the creature causing the ether of this world to ripple and warp. Who are you? It has been, is this like, it has been an age since I have made the acquaintance of a new sort of idol. Continue in this fashion, and we shall meet again hence. If not, be thankful for our meeting now. That looks like the code in my Gravity Falls book. Getting lots of Bill Cipher vibes. If any of you have not, for those of you that haven't watched Gravity Falls, I highly recommend it. Especially with Halloween coming up, it's a really good kind of Halloween-y. Everybody's starving. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, everybody. That took me a hot minute. Let's eat. Let's make some food. Ooh, splendid vegetable feast. Dang. And magnificent mixed meal. Look at that. To be totally honest, that has been given to me by like people. Like I get these meat offerings from people. Oh shoot.
Who likes good news?
Oh,
everyone.
Nobody eat that bird food.
Good news, everyone.
Oh, somebody just subscribed or something. Rumi, thank you so much. Oh, somebody just kicked the bucket. I don't know who it was. But look, oh, John Steed. Oh, sorry, John. Sorry. Why is my controller is really struggling connecting to my computer, apparently. What is happening? There we go. Oh, no. Oh, who did it? Oh, Dad bought some stew. Everybody's eating, and then they're like, I can't get my controller to work. Oh, it's struggling connecting to my computer. Okay, well, I was having everybody eat, And then Dad Bods was like, is Land Rider a bumblebee? Oh my gosh. That makes me unbelievably happy. Ow. Ah! I don't know how to fix this. My controller is being really weird. You know what? I know how to fix it. Whoa, like it won't even go where I'm asking it to. Is everybody? Whoa. How are people not starving? How are people still starving? Oh, come on. I'm having issues with a bunch of connections with my like OBS is kind of struggling. So it's not just my controller, it's obviously my computer. Whoa, Dadbot's just joined the cult and I can't control anything because my controller, oh my gosh. I wonder if I can control it with my, no. Yeah, my controller's having a, you do, your followers here somewhere, I think they're old. I'm gonna have to quit the game and like, can't clean. See, there's, oh no, that's Hayes. Gale died, probably making people sick. Oh, and who's this that's like rotting? Oh my gosh, I am so sorry. I'm so sorry, everyone. Dadbots, are you an axolotl? Oh my gosh, Charlotte was just asking me the other day if there were axolotls, and I said, I think so. I have lots of people with like little spiky things, but oh man, yep, everybody like made a mess over here at the farm. There's Lindsay, little ye oldie shrimp. John Steed, man, we had a whole bunch happen while I was out crusading. I am so sorry. I thought I made enough food for everybody. What happened? Oh, Dadbods threw a poop and puke party. That's what happened. I know, maybe I can go to keyboard. I don't know. Wow, it's been a long time since I've played a game on a keyboard before, but I could definitely try. I was just gonna quit the game, disconnect my controller, and then try to reconnect it. But like my computer in and of itself is struggling. It seems to be okay now. Oh, you. Oh, two bad traits. Germaphobe and natural skeptic. Well, I don't have a choice, so. Old shrimp. Have a t-shirt. Welcome. Go to bed. Oh, somebody's snoring and awakens nearby sleepers. Wait, I moved that, didn't I? Look at Charlotte. Charlotte's like, ugh. Okay, I need to move that tent then. So sorry. Apparently I thought that tent was far enough away. Apparently I was wrong. Gotta edit these buildings. Sorry, Yarna. You gotta be farther away. Sucks to be a snorer, I guess. A little wolf just puttering around. But he's hungry. I feel so bad. I thought I made so much food, and then Dad Bods threw a poop and puke party. And it totally threw everything for a loop. Strong constitution and ascetic? Decreases sin generation by 10%, but increases productivity by 50%. I'll be honest, the sin thing is interesting to me. I don't quite understand it. I'm not entirely sure. Oh, Weber's old. Okay, let me do some cooking. Yeah. Everybody come eat. Eat, 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 eat. Oh, Yarna's being a freaking jerk. That's what's happened. You know, I'm not opposed to ascending people, Yarna. Don't be a jerk. Show this jerk follower who's boss. Sucks to suck, doesn't it? That's right. Intimidated by leader. I will work harder, I promise. Dang straight, don't be a jerk. Saw beautiful decoration. Such beauty surrounds us. Praise be to the cult. Saw vomit. Gross. Someone needs to clean that up before someone gets ill. Well, you could like take some initiative. Like we're all here working together. You know what I mean? Okay. Everybody's people are better, right? People are better. This bumblebee. I love it. Like every animal that comes back, it comes into this cult every time. It surprises me every single time. And I'm always so pleasantly surprised. I don't know how many there are, but I've unlocked a bunch of them, but I haven't unlocked all of them. Do I have anything to unlock here? Oh, the tailored place. Yeah. Everybody wants to be fashionable. Stylish. Why do we still have people with their stomachs over their head? Oh. Cute little elephant. I guess I should deposit seeds. I really don't get very many seeds while I'm out crusading, to be brutally honest. I get them more from the farm. Like, that's where I get them from. Oh, that's not what I meant. Okay. So much work to do trying to clean up after all these people and like help all these people. There's Scarecrow's little grave. Such a blessing. Boom! There's some seeds. Awesome. Okay. People aren't as hungry, but I am gonna have some people still do some cooking. What is this? Bowl of poop. Okay. Yep. Nope. Not today. We'll do that. Someone can come over and cook. Oh, he's on it. And then we'll, oh, got some golden poop here. Yarna! For the love. Oh, I can't punish them again. Like, I'm not saying I'll sacrifice you, but like... Sin was a new category of commandments. Yeah, it's like, I don't quite understand. Yeah, it's like a... It's like you want them to generate sin, but you have to be careful with them generating sin. Because if they generate too much, it will like consume them or something. Choose a follower to take on the sin of others. Gluttony of cannibals. Followers feast upon a chosen follower? No. Absolutely not. I just won't do that on principle. I think if I were in a situation that was dire enough, I would do what I have to do. But this is not a dire enough situation. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that's what it's telling me. Fleece, outfits. I don't need that. Okay. I've got new rituals. Oh, I only need to unlock one more. We could ascend Yarna, who's being a jerk to everybody. We can have a funeral for someone. Or we could have a drum circle. Let's see. I think we need to do a ritual right now. I think I just need to do a sermon. At least I send them up instead of down. Yes. How have I not done that one before? I thought I had done that one. Have I ever been to Canada? I actually don't know. I don't think I have. I don't think I've ever been to Canada. I love the back of Land Rider's little bee head. It's like those squares. It's really cute. I love the little bee. All right, faith is good. Food's being cooked. Oh, somebody's mad. I just heard somebody mad. Manon is mad. What do you even have to be mad about? If anybody has anything to be mad about, it should be Yarna being a freaking jerk. You know what I'm saying? All the gold. So much gold. Oh, we got one more body. Oh, that's right. We have been to Niagara Falls. Were we on the Canadian side, though? I thought we were on the US side, and it was very campy. It was very campy. Very touristy. Whoa! How does that even happen? Saved your life. You're gonna drown in poop. How does that even happen? Oh, Hayes. Oh, Dadbods is the one that's terrified of death now. They used to be Gale. Now it's Dadbods. Now Dadbods. Now everybody's like, oh. Cage is still wearing her loyalty enforcer hat. She's the hall monitor. Yarna is sick. Well, go to bed, I guess. So you can't terrorize people. I think Yarna is the first one I've ever had that has been like a jerk. I don't think I've had anybody like patronize my followers like that before. Why are you sad, Poppy? Oh, you're the scared one. That's right. Nah, I love you. Wolf was that way for a while. When Wolf very first joined the cult, Wolf was super scared. And every day I had to be like, it's okay. And then eventually Wolf was cool and lived a long, lived to a ripe old age and died of old age. How's everybody's stomach? I don't feel like I can ever get that full. Ever. There we go. You know what I actually should probably do? Is I should probably, before I go crusading, I should probably queue up a whole bunch of meals, because then people don't starve while I'm crusading, although it's almost nighttime and people won't cook. Unless I have I don't know if I have anybody that's nocturnal now, but if I have, that's what I should do. I should queue up meals before I go crusading. That makes sense. That way people don't starve. But if it's nighttime, then they won't cook. Unless it's somebody that's... Shoot, do I wait for nighttime? I guess we'll build a tailor. A tailor. I need 16 silk threads, and I need 8 gold. I think the tailor can be over here. Come get your cool outfits. Want to be fashionable. Everybody wants to be fashionable. I would like to help you guys, but I can't. Oh, see, everybody went to bed. I'm nocturnal, but I'm not in your cult yet. Every once in a while, I get a follower that is nocturnal, and they work at night. It was Wolf, but Wolf is now old. And the oldies don't work. They just wander around. So, I don't know. That's a great question. They got to put on this little Pope hat and like pray over the gold, I guess. I'm not entirely sure. I have no idea. It's a funny little detail. See, at night is when nighttime is a good time to go crusading, but nighttime is a good time also to like get things done. See, there's Wolf puttering around over there. Like get things done. Night actually doesn't last very long. I can do a few things, you know, harvest some things and stuff like that. And then once everybody wakes up, I'll queue up some meals and we'll go crusade again. Oh, I thought that was okay. I know they all get these little Pope hats and then their eyes turn like, while they're praying. I cannot believe one of the rituals could have been just to feast on a follower. Can you imagine? I don't want to see that animated. That's terrible. You know, Hayes warned me. Hayes said, you're going to see some things. But it really kind of depends on what you choose. You can choose. You can kind of choose what you're gonna do. I mean, I didn't have to choose that ritual. Okay, we're gonna queue up more of these. I want to get all sorts of things queued up before I go do another crusade. Okay, somebody's already cooking. Sweet. So we're gonna do... Oh, wait. Yeah, we'll do that. Sure. Zepar was revived! Welcome back, Zepar! Oh, somebody's got something to say to me. What's up? Glorious leader, we wish you take us on a spiritual journey, bend our conceptions of space and time with those mystical menticide mushrooms. I guess so. I don't like that, but I guess I will do that. Faith is super high right now, though, so we'll just go on a crusade. Oh, we have a little elephant. Key lob. Makes me laugh every time. This game is hilarious. But there are definitely aspects where I'm like, the animators have to like animate this. There's some heavy themes in it. I was just listening today to a Wendigoon YouTube. He was talking about the cult in Waco. Oh, what was it called? They weren't even a doomsday cult. They were definitely a cult. He definitely like believed he was the Lamb of God or whatever, but they weren't a doomsday cult. They weren't like, oh, you're new. They weren't like, drink the Kool-Aid and we're all gonna die at the same time or whatever. They were actually a pretty functioning society. And if you ask me, it sounds to me like, uh-oh, Jewel Tree is gonna die if they don't go to bed, but apparently I have to actually tell them to go to bed. They can't do that on their own? Like I just started a crusade. Jewel Tea. Obviously I don't support cults, and I do not support like people being controlling and telling, you know, living in like compounds and stuff like that. That's kind of a weird thing. But ultimately, I'm not saying that. I don't know. It was interesting. It was an interesting story. I didn't finish it. I was listening to it while I was finishing Charlotte's closet flooring. Branch Davidian, thank you. That was it. And it was an interesting story, but I know that I've kind of put a plug for Wendigoon's YouTube channel on here before. I've been listening to his stuff on my walks or things like that, but he's just a lovely, he just has a really sweet way about him, and he talks about, he's very, very respectful of the things he talks about. He always has viewer discretion if there's a story that has, you know, inappropriate content or like violence or anything like that. He doesn't use any bad language or anything, but the stories he covers are fascinating. I listened to his coverage of the Franklin expedition, which in my opinion is absolutely horrifying. I can't imagine getting stuck in the ice. He said that one of the captains of the Franklin expedition, Franklin Crozier, no, not Franklin, James Crozier, I think. He and another man, it is suspected that they walked like 600 miles over the course of like 12 years, just barely surviving in the cold until they just died somewhere because their ships got iced in, and they just continued walking to try and find somebody that could help them, and they could just never. Oh, Wolf died! R.I.P. Wolf. I don't remember what it was, but they walked for like 12 years because there were Inuit people that said that they had seen two men walking like off in the distance or something like that out on the ice. That just seems absolutely insane to me. Most of the time, truth is weirder and more harsh than fiction. But yeah, not every single, I mean, I think there were probably still kind of inappropriate things happening at this Branch Davidian thing, but because usually when somebody has that much power, there's usually sketchy things that are happening. But the people that, like the government that came in really botched it when they came in and there was this big standoff. They completely botched it. Have you thought of what awaits you once your task is completed? What is to become of you? I've actually wondered that. Yes, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen to me. The lamb is, after all, the sacrificial beast, bred to slaughter. If I cannot stop you, then I can at least prepare you for the suffering to come. He was the fifth, oh, we've said this before, the fifth bishop of the Old Faith, our brother, the one who waits. Back then, he was known by the name Narinder. Aw, man! Oh, they're gonna try and kill me. We now have two that are gonna try and kill me. Crap! No! I hate that so much! I hate you for that! What's the name? Shamura or whatever? Yeah, see you later, gross. I don't want your meat. It sucks. I hate that so much. I was raised SDA. SDA. That group of people gave our church a really bad reputation for a while. Oh, Seventh-day Adventist. I mean, there are a lot of people that claim that the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints is a cult because they claim that all religion is a cult. You know, you have a person that's basically the prophet or the head of the church, and you have, or the head of the church, and then you have, you know, these beliefs in things that a lot of people, that some people may find totally crazy or out there or whatever. But I'm fully aware that there are a lot of people out there that will say, oh, well, you're part of a cult because all religion is a cult or whatever. But I can honestly say I've never, part of what makes cults so toxic is the fact that they cut you off from like your family and your friends, and MLMs are the same way. And they'll be like, well, you don't need that kind of toxicity in your life, and you should cut them out of your life. And that's how they isolate people and get them to bend them to their will and do what they want. And I don't know what you guys have heard, but that is not what the church does. The church only preaches love and charity and support and compassion for people. Now, if you have a toxic person that is being toxic to you, then yes, it is okay for you to set boundaries and say, I'm sorry, but I can't have you, you know. But the church is never going to be like, you should cut that person out of your life because they don't agree, you know, because they don't this. That is just not how, that's not what Christ taught. And ultimately, Christ is our example, and that's not what he taught. He never, ever taught people to cut people out of their lives or to like be mean to people or isolate. He never taught that. He was all for compassion and loving people and being as kind and accepting as possible while also following the commandments. And so that's something I never really thought about when I was growing up in Utah, but I also know that the church has some kind of sort of, you know, its name's gotten dragged through the mud sometimes because there have definitely been some sketchy things that have happened. But the reality is people are not perfect. And my husband was a bishop of our church congregation for 4.5 years. And there were a lot of people that held him to a higher standard because he was a bishop. But I was like, but he's still a person, and he's not, you're putting your faith in the wrong person then, because there was one perfect person on this earth, one, and that was Jesus Christ. That's it. He was a perfect person. No one else is perfect. And so for you to be like, well, why would you, you know, your husband, not that anybody said this to me, but Andrew was like, I definitely have people that thought I should have been held to a higher standard or whatever. But he's like, I'm still just a human being, and I make mistakes and I do my best, but I still get tempted to do things, and I still have things. I still make wrong choices. I still make bad, you know, maybe a poor decision when I think it's the right one or whatever. But like, you can't be like, well, how come he's a bishop? He's a sinner. Well, we're all like, all of us do things wrong. None of us are perfect. So cults are interesting because they're fascinating to me because of how people fall into them. And like I said, I'm fully aware that there are a lot of people that will say, well, any religion, any sort of religion is a cult. And I guess technically, if you really want to look at what a cult is, I guess technically you're right. But cult just has a far more derogatory, you know what I mean, feeling as Jehovah's Witnesses. Yeah, Jehovah's Witnesses are interesting to me. I don't know a whole lot about Jehovah's Witnesses because I've really never really met any of them. I did have a client one time that was Jehovah's Witness, and I told her that I was making Christmas presents for all my clients. I was going to make these tiny little miniature gingerbread houses that sat on the edge of a coffee cup. And I was going to give them a coffee cup with these little mini gingerbread houses as little gifts. And she said, I can't accept that. And I said, oh, I'm okay. That's okay. And she was like, I can't accept it because I'm a Jehovah's Witness and we don't celebrate Christmas. And I was like, oh. And then I said, can you just accept a gift? And she goes, well, yeah, unless it's in the name of Christmas. And I thought, what? Anyway, that's the only experience I've ever had with a Jehovah's Witness. And I was like, okay, cool. So then I'll just give you a gift. She never came back to see me, but hey, it's Scorpio and Grandpa. We have a known cult locally that operates through a restaurant chain called the Yellow Deli. Oh, interesting. Humans are fallible. That's why it's so heartwarming to see a kind act. Really resonates. That's what I try to do in my life is I try to exemplify kindness and compassion because I know humans are infallible or fallible. And I know that humans make mistakes and that I'm not perfect and nobody's perfect. And I try not to hold other people to a higher standard simply because I don't know, like I watched what my husband went through for 4.5 years, having such responsibility for all these people in our church congregation, welfare needs, emotional needs. He became people's therapists, even though he's not a professional. Talking people through marriage issues, talking people through infidelity issues, talking people through like crises, figuring out how to help people, helping people with their homes that were in like bad shape because they were hoarders, things like this. And then to hear people be like, to hear that certain people, he never told me who, but to hear that certain people basically kind of came down on him because he didn't make the right choice or he wasn't good enough or whatever. That really irked me because I was like, do you have any idea how hard my husband works voluntarily? He's not even paid to help out this ward, this congregation. And how many times I have seen him stay up late at night because he's worrying over somebody that he doesn't know how to help. Ugh, it's so frustrating. And we totally got off on a tangent. But the idea of a cult that's like a doomsday, like Heaven's Gate or like NXIVM or whatever, like those really intense cults that were like great, like Heaven's Gate was nuts because they were ones that like totally drank the Kool-Aid. That is fascinating to me. And it makes me really sad because ultimately they prey on people that are lonely and are looking for acceptance and are looking for a place to belong. And they prey on that. And that's exactly what they give them, but it's not in a good way. So, and it's Padawan. I have returned to a pretty intense discussion. Wolf says, I've also run into people that talk down about TV shows and video game fandoms. Those can be considered cults in their own way. It's true. And we talked about Taylor Swift yesterday, which is funny because I had another dream about Taylor Swift. Last night, I had a dream. We weren't friends in this dream, but she was still a celebrity and I was not still. And she was walking next to me and I remember looking up at her and being like, do you ever, she was so tall in my dream. I'm 5'2". Apparently she's 5'10", but I remember in my dream looking up at her and being like, does it ever bother you that you're so tall? And I don't remember what her answer was, but I mean, she kind of has a cult following. Beyonce kind of has a cult following. When you can post something on Instagram and have billions of, maybe not billions, but millions of people just do it because you said it, that's a cult. That's kind of culty. It's kind of weird. It's really kind of interesting. So you're right. There are definitely, like I've heard of certain video game fandoms that are really toxic. Rust, I've heard Rust has a really toxic fan base. I don't know what the game is about. I've just read that it's a really toxic fan base. And then there's another one. What is it? Still not famous in my dreams. I know, I just remember. But I literally remember being like, are you okay with, like, she was so much taller than me. She was so tall. So I looked it up when I woke up and I was like, oh, she's 5'10". I mean, that's not that tall, I guess. I was thinking she was like 6 feet. She's not 6 feet. But then I went to go visit a friend of mine today. I dropped Auden off at a friend's house because I was finishing Charlotte's flooring today. And I was like, how tall are you? She said I'm 5'7". No, she said I'm 5'5", I think, or 5'6", or something. And I was like, oh, I thought you were 5'10". And she goes, no. And I've told her about my dream with Taylor Swift, and then she was like, okay, so if Taylor Swift is 5'10", I'm like right in between you and Taylor Swift. So Taylor Swift would be like 4 inches taller than me or something like that. And I was like, oh, that is pretty tall, actually. Rust has a toxic player base. Not sure if it actually has fans. See, I've only ever heard about Rust. I can't think of others, but the way Max sees it, if the followers will do anything, especially bad things, then that's a cult. And if the people that are kind of running it are encouraging you to cut off ties with your family and cut off ties with anybody that doesn't believe, I'm telling you, MLMs. Oh, well, if your family doesn't support you in this and they don't believe in the product, and you don't need people like that in your life, and you shouldn't spend your time with people that don't believe in you. Like, that's cult behavior right there. You're cutting off people's support systems and then making them completely rely on you, but you don't have their best, like, you as a cult leader don't have their best interest at heart either, because you're just, most of the time, people are just in it for power. Shoo, shoo, shoo. I don't want to play Knucklebones. I literally have zero interest in playing Knucklebones. Like, so little interest. Less than zero. Less. No interest. Anyway, so that's my TED Talk on cults. They're fascinating to me. And I've listened to a couple podcasts about them, and they are so fascinating to me. And they mostly just really make me sad. I just really feel so badly for the people, so bad for people that are put in that situation, because awful, awful things can happen. And people experience such wickedness because human beings can be really awful. Unfortunately, that's just how it is. But I don't know. It's crazy. It's pretty nuts. Do I still have gloves? I do. Okay. You know what else I love listening about, to podcasts and stuff about, is like heists or cons. So like Elizabeth Holmes with her whole like Bad Blood con with Theranos. That was fascinating to me. The Feather Thief, the kid that stole like a bunch of birds of paradise from a museum to make fishing lures, fishing flies. That was fascinating to me. I love stories like that. I don't agree with them. Obviously, I think those are wrong and cons are wrong, but that's also fascinating to me that people can actually pull things like that off. Or like that chick, Anna Delvey, that there was a book written about her friend, or so whoever she thought was. Is that a heart back there? Wait a minute. I feel like I've seen this guy before. Oh, he's singing. Leverage? I've never even heard about it. I'm going to write it down. Ooh, sing it, Ratu. Yeah. Gross. I hate the sound of that heart. Leverage. I'm really interested in this whole, like, WeWork story about the guy that started WeWork, but then it like crashed and burned or something. But the podcast is only a subscription. You have to pay to listen to it. And I was like, crap. I can probably find a YouTube video that goes into it. Is he fishing into hell for his heart? I mean, you just gotta do, man. I have not tried Knucklebones. No, I don't know what it's like, so I can't honestly say that. But I don't love mini games very much. Like mini games inside games. Ooh! I love these little hearts. They're so cute. They're so cute. Look at them. They are adorable. So what am I supposed to do? Oh, I'm supposed to heal. Cool. That is the first time I've ever come across that. Thank you. I hope you find what you're looking for. We'll go to the store. WeWork is probably funded by subscriptions to that podcast. That's probably true. Yeah, it's, I don't know. But stuff like that, like think like these, like the whole Theranos story is so wild to me. The fact that she was able to pull the wool over so many people's eyes and get so much money from people on a product that didn't even work. I just don't understand how it all happened. And I've listened to that podcast. I think it's called Bad Blood. No, it's called The Dropout. The book is called Bad Blood. The podcast is called The Dropout. And then they did a show on Hulu. I've listened to the podcast multiple times and I've watched the show and I never get tired of it. It still is just the most fascinating story. I just don't understand how she got away with it. Well, she got away with it for a certain amount of time. She didn't get away with it eventually, but like she got away with it for a while. She got away with it for long enough to like really get into some trouble and really make people lose a lot of money. But that is a fascinating story. I just can't. I've never listened. You know what? I think I did listen to the book actually. And then of course there's the podcast, The Dream, which goes into MLMs, which is very, very culty behavior. This whole like you join in this group and then like you live it, breathe it, sweat it. It's your blood, sweat, and tears. And if you aren't loyal enough to that product, then you are a failure. And shame on you. And it's really emotionally manipulative and it is wild. It's crazy. There's an Aussie podcast called Do Go On that has a lot of heist and con episodes. A bit languagey and kind of crass in humor at times though. Okay, I'll write that down. It's called Do Go On. I'm telling you guys, I need a podcast that will go into detail about scary movies that doesn't have bad language. Can somebody start that for me, please? And thank you. Like, I want to know, but I don't want tons of bad language. That's just me. That's just Susie Grace. Doesn't have to be everybody else. I can't be the only one. I cannot be the only one. It should be my brother. It should be my brother and my sister. You guys should start a podcast where you watch scary movies together and then you talk about it. But at the same time, it's like, how are you supposed to talk about scary movies? How are you supposed to be like, this is totally a podcast without any bad language, but we're going to talk about how this guy was, you know, opened up, like his stomach opened up and there was a mouth and it ate this guy, like The Thing, you know, like there's only so family friendly. There's only so much family friendly content you can have if you're talking about scary movies. Doesn't make any sense. Oh, we got two of you now. Okay. What was I doing? Oh, I see. There is a new movie coming out because I watch scary movie trailers because that's as close as I can get until the movie's released and then I Wikipedia the plot. Like Speak No Evil, which I think just released with James McAvoy. Yeah, he's gonna stop that. Yeah, bad situation. There's a movie coming out called Night Silence, I believe, where instead of a young person, it's an old man. The final girl is an old man. And I really love that. I love that they kind of flipped that on their head. Yeah, message Joe. I'm telling you. I mean, I don't know how much. Maybe there's not a lot of interest, but I would sure love something like that. And Joe has a lot of ideas. Like Joe has started YouTube channels and started kind of Instagram channels and stuff where he's told stories and things like that before. My brother is too busy of a person. He's just too busy right now, but he would make such a great podcaster. He's got a great way of speaking. Both my siblings would. They both are very comfortable on microphone, like using a microphone, and like Cage is a natural when she streams. She's a natural, and she doesn't have a camera, but like both my siblings, my brother's been on camera a lot, and both my siblings when they come out here, we're all on camera together. I think they're both naturals. So if whether it was a YouTube thing or it was just a listening podcast, I think so. And Joe loves scary things anyway. So he could go into recap and just not use really bad words. One of the reasons I don't love the podcast called, what was it called? Too Scary Didn't Watch. I can kind of get over, like I can, if I really wanted to, I can be like, all right, whatever. Language is language. Like there are worse things, right? At least I'm not watching anything, like whatever. But the first like hour of their podcast is literally just them just shooting the breeze with each other. And I've just never come across any podcast of like any episode of theirs that I've been genuinely interested in. All the stuff they talk about, I'm like, I literally have no interest in this. And maybe they have a fan base that does. Obviously they do. I'm gonna die. Because they've got lots of seasons. But for me, I'm just like, this podcast is supposed to be about, you know, recapping scary movies. there really should be some sort of like timestamp of like when the recapping starts, because they literally sit and talk for like, maybe it's 30 minutes, maybe it's not an hour, but it's a while before. And I know I'm one to talk because that's kind of what I do at the beginning of my streams. I've tried to cut it down recently, so I'm not talking for like 40 minutes about just random things. But for a podcast that has a specific purpose of talking about scary movies, it would be nice if there was like a timestamp or something. Maybe I'm being too judgmental. Bye, Jay. It was so good to see you again. Thank you so much for being here. It is excellent to have you back and to see you. Seriously, just thinking about you the other day. And then the thought went out of my brain, and then I couldn't. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for healing me. I was thinking in my head, there's no way I'm going to make it through this boss fight. Ooh. Oh, you're gross. Okay. Oh, I rolled right into that. Oh, oh my gosh. Ah! Oh, okay, well, that heal was great and did not do me a whole lot of good. Ah! Oh my gosh, you're so scary. Yeah, we're gonna come across a boss fight. Oh man. Oh. Yeah, take that. You are bad. Oh my gosh. Oh! Oh, I'm gonna die! Oh my gosh. Oh no. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, let's do this as kamikaze. He's keeping me alive. No dying today. No siree. Oh, that's on a cooldown. Okay, good to know. How do you even escape that move? Oh, like that. Oh, no! Oh! Oh, you are the worst! That's new. Oh! Yeah, get him! Get him, Derry! Yeah! Oh, that was bad. Man, thank you guys so much for healing me. That was bad. You know what? It's because I got gloves. It's because my controller's being wonky, because my computer's being wonky. I have never had problems with my controller connecting to my computer until today. And I don't know if it's because I don't know, whatever. My computer's having issues. It's just not happy today. If only there was a get small skill that you had when you obtained somewhere in the game. I know, right? What is up with that? Remember that from Courage the Cowardly Dog, the doctor? What is up with that? Okay. I'm gonna come back to the home base and check on everybody, make sure everybody's okay. Here's a question. Tomorrow, I have this doctor's appointment for Charlotte. So what would kind of work for you guys? Do you feel like if I start streaming just a little bit? Oh, you're still alive. Well, okay, good to know. Oh, I need to do a sermon. Somebody died. Lindsay died. Lindsay's, we got a dead shrimp over here, rotting dead shrimp. Should I, if I stream just a little bit earlier, will that be kind of problematic for people? Or should I, like if I start my stream at 1:30 and stream until, because I can make that happen. Oh my gosh, my controller, wow. Would that kind of screw a bunch of things up for people? Should I just not stream tomorrow and maybe try to stream on Thursday? I don't want to. Let's do a funeral for someone. Lindsay! Let's throw a funeral for Lindsay. Oh, maybe you can't do a funeral for somebody that was turned into fertilizer. That makes sense, actually. I am smart. We'll do a funeral for Dad Bods. Wolf's like, I'm at work, either way. Oh yeah, because then they put little flowers on the... Okay. If you turn somebody into fertilizer, you can't give them a funeral. They just get little flowers on the crypt or whatever. I'd probably start my stream at 1:30 and stream until about 3. And then go get Charlotte, like 3:15-ish, like when the bus comes. And then I would go get Charlotte and sign off. Because I don't want to just not stream because I can't If you turn them into compost, you put them on the flowers instead of the flowers on them. Yay, faith! Somebody's mad. Look at him, he's like, eh. What? Why did everybody just get mad again? I don't understand. We just did something. Oh, probably because they're hungry. Probably. I just boosted faith and then... Why is those things? I don't want to just miss a stream because then I don't stream on. Choose to generate sin from the confession booth instead of loyalty. Chance of sin appearing as a reward from a mini boss. Yeah, I'll take that, please. Because if I don't stream tomorrow, then that means I may not be able to stream on Thursday. I can't guarantee I can make that happen. And so I don't want to miss 2 days in a row. Oh, cute. How's our faith looking? Oh, because I woke everybody up at night? Are you for real? That's dumb. They should warn you before, oh, it's gonna be bad situation. Like everybody's gonna wake up and everybody's gonna dissent. Stressful. Oh, too fashionable? Ignores dissenters. Well, at least they'll ignore dissenters. If that would be easier than Thursday, then do that. I will make whatever work. Either wake up earlier or a bit late. How early do you have to wake up, Scarecrow? Isn't it like 5 a.m. when I start streaming where you are? Is somebody nocturnal? Like that person can just come show up at the ritual. You know what I mean? See, I don't know. The sin confuses me slightly. Like I need it and like they want it, but they don't want to be consumed by it. Wolf, R.I.P. I'm going to go bury you so we can do a funeral for you. I didn't realize that. I'm going to bury Wolf and I'm going to bury Lindsay. Dead shrimp. Gosh, I haven't made a decision. I don't know. 5 a.m. at the moment, which once we switch our clocks will be 7. You switch your clocks 2 hours? Oh, now everybody's awake. Oh, and Faith is good. Okay, cool. Great. Great. Glad for that. Oh no, Cage is dissenting. Wait a minute. You are the loyalty enforcer. I beg your pardon. How dare you, Cage? Look, man. I was out crusading for you. I didn't mean to wake everybody up in the middle of the night, to be totally honest. I'm so sorry about that. Yeah. Cage, I should take that hat off your head. Ah! You are not worthy. Not worthy. I haven't decided what I'm going to do tomorrow. But whatever I do decide, I will put on the Discord. I'm inclined to just stream a little earlier. Maybe start about a half hour earlier. Because I can't guarantee I'll be able to stream on Thursday. And I don't want to miss 2 days in a row. So that's probably the safest thing to do. What I really need to do is just go buy a whole crap ton of seeds from that little seed dude. Like a Padawan, just a little butterfly. So cute. Where is Dad Bods? Dad Bods, I think, yeah. Isn't Dad Bods an axolotl? I think Dad Bods is an axolotl. You're a jerk. Don't be a jerk. Or else I will be a jerk. No, we each switch in opposite directions. You start daylight saving and I stop. Oh, got it. When is daylight saving? You know what? If either one of these presidential nominees were to get up and be like, if I become president, I will get rid of daylight saving. I would be like, boom, you have my vote. Seriously. How is this still a thing? For the freaking love. It should not be a thing. Heavens. I'm telling you. How is that not a thing? How are we still at this point? Seriously. Either one could be like, I will get rid of daylight saving. Boom, you got my vote. Doesn't matter which one. I'd be like, okay, yep, that's the one for me. Which I know sounds stupid, but like, that affects my life a lot more personally than a lot of the big topics that they talk about regarding the election. And so it's easier for me to be like, yes, that affects me very personally. I don't want that to happen anymore. I hate daylight saving. It's the worst. It doesn't save anybody anything. These big giant issues that they're talking about, yes, they do affect me in a way, but like, daylight saving is, yeah, I'm like, man, I hate election years so much. Okay. Ooh, things are low, but I got somebody cooking, right? I got somebody cooking. Can I like upgrade a kitchen? You know what? I could build another kitchen. Because cooking takes forever. I'm a much faster cook. I was gonna say cooker. Butterfly me is finally gonna kick the bucket soon. I just remembered that I already belong to the cult again. Yeah, you have two. You got old Padawan, and then you have new Padawan, wherever Padawan is right here. Hey, I don't wanna hear it. Yarna, or whatever. If you're gonna go make fun of somebody, go make fun of Cage in the stocks. That's ultimately where it needs to happen. Hey, it's John! John, you died. I'm so sorry. I'm the best cook. She can order pizza at lightning speed. I can. First thing in the morning, I'm like, boom, I'm picking my pizza up at, I don't know, 5 p.m. or whatever. Okay, everything looks good. Oh, and I'm still supposed to do the brainwashing ritual, which is weird. So this is where I'm going to leave it here for today. I actually have to get to Walmart, and I have to get some stuff. Oh, no, lies. We're not going to Walmart, but I have to go, Mom. So it has more to do with how 90% of the people used to be farmers, just like how the school year is based on harvest season, but we don't need to do that anymore. Yeah, so from what I've heard that there is, I've heard that there's a bill that's sitting at the Senate right now, or sitting with the Senate or the House of Representatives or whatever. I've heard that there's a bill out there somewhere that is supposed to just abolish daylight saving and just say, this is what we are. Everybody's gonna just be on this time. But the reality is, I actually think it's by state. I don't think it's a countrywide thing. It's by state, because Ohio doesn't do it and Arizona doesn't do it. And then I want to say Hawaii doesn't do it, but I could be wrong. And so I want to say that there's a bill at the Texas Senate or whatever that's just been buried and just won't go anywhere because everybody just forgets about it, or it's never been taken seriously, or it hasn't been passed or something. Because Ander was like, I don't understand why we still do it. Ander works opposite of everybody else. He goes off of the sun. So it doesn't matter if daylight saving happens or not. His guided trips are based off of when the sun rises. So it doesn't matter if our clocks are forward or back an hour. He basically just goes out when the sun comes up. So when daylight saving happens, he actually gains sleep because the sun comes up later. But he would prefer, because when we set our clocks, what is it, fall back? When we set our clocks back, suddenly the sun doesn't come up at, in the summertime, the sun's not coming up at 5 anymore, or like whatever. But he said the funny thing about it is it happens naturally anyway. Like the sun naturally is just going to stop rising so early. So he wants it to be how it is in the summer, which is is that non-daylight saving or daylight saving? I can't remember, but that's when the sun comes up really early and goes down really late over the summer. But then as time goes on, it starts to come up later and later and later and go down later and later and later. But that just happens naturally. So why we have daylight saving just doesn't make any sense. And I complain about this every single year. Yeah, spring forward, fall back, autumn back. Yeah, it's I complain about it every single year because obviously I have to, like, I've got little kids and I've got to do the math in my head and be like, okay, well, when am I going to, and there's one that's easier to deal with than the other. And I can't remember what it is. I think it's falling back because I can wake Auden up at 6:30 when she thinks it's 5:30, like when her little body clock thinks it's 5:30 or something like that. And so she's good and tired and goes to bed on time and doesn't need a whole lot of adjusting that night. But the other one, I think it's the springing forward when she wakes up at 6:30, or maybe
Back
it's
it up,
the
Terry,
opposite.
back it up!
I can't remember what it is. Maybe it's the opposite. Maybe it's the fallback because her little body clock thinks it's 6:30, but it must be the fallback because her little body clock thinks it's 6:30, but it's really 5:30 according to the clock. That's when it's a struggle. And I'm like, how do I fix that? But she's old enough now to where babies, when you let them stay up late, you think it makes them sleep in, but it doesn't. I don't know why, but it doesn't work that way. So FY, all your eyes, babies do not sleep in because they go to bed late. They have to go to bed early and then they will sleep later. It's like totally a weird thing, but that's how all babies work. Most babies anyway. And so while my kids were babies, it was like, oh, well, just put them to bed later. I'm like, no, that doesn't work. You put them to bed later and then they still wake up early and then they're a monster all day long. So she's now kind of at that age where I could put her to bed a little bit later and then wake her up a little earlier and she would sleep in just a little bit. But I think it's the fallback. I know, keeping it straight in my head. Back it up, Terry, back it up. That's what I have to say about daylight saving. I hate it so much. And we complain about it all the time. But Ander is like, I just follow the sun. I don't like daylight saving either, but I just follow the sun. I just go out. My trips start at not twilight. Twilight is in the evening. Sunrise or whatever. Just whenever the sun comes up. It's 30 minutes before the sun comes up. States can opt out of daylight saving, but they cannot opt into it annually. Many states like Tennessee want to just be in daylight saving year round, but they won't change it so states can do that. And Washington voted to get rid of it, but we still do it because we were waiting for federal approval or whatever. Seriously, I'm telling you, if that's this craziest thing. If either one of our candidates were to be like, I would get rid of daylight saving, I would seriously consider voting for them. Just be like, great, let's finally put an end to this absolute ridiculousness. Anyway, whatever. That's daylight saving according to Susie Grace. It doesn't make any sense, but whatever. I appreciate everybody coming and hanging out today and for your generosity and your kindness and for your healing me while I was fighting that last boss. I don't know why my computer's having a couple issues, connectivity issues today. It looks like I've dropped some frames and stuff during my stream too, so who knows? It must be my computer's had some weird... My transition didn't work when I went to my be right back screen and stuff, so I've just had some weird little glitches, but I appreciate everybody being here always. It's such a lovely, it's a lovely part of my day. And heaven forbid you have a pet that gets fed right at 5 p.m. They do not understand clock things. You know, it's interesting you say that because both my dogs, my old dog Maymay and our dog Stixel now, they were never dogs that ate on a schedule, ever. They were just fed in the morning and fed at night. And they just kind of eat when they're hungry. We leave food in their dish. And both of them, Maymay did that until she passed away. And Stixel, like, I've never had a pet that has to eat on a schedule. So I see these videos of people with daylight saving that are like, when your dog doesn't understand that daylight saving, you know. But my dogs have never been that way. Stixel just eats in the morning when she feels hungry. I put food in her dish and then just leave it in there. But that's because she's not a piranha and she will eat until she's full and then she'll just be done. But not all dogs do that. She wasn't that way as a puppy. Oh my gosh. She would eat until her stomach would expand when she was a puppy. Remember, we let my mother-in-law watch her once, and my mother-in-law apparently just gave her as much food as she wanted, and she went into like a food coma. And then as she got older, she just stopped. I guess because we adopted her, and so maybe she thought she wasn't going to get enough food or whatever, but once she realized, oh, I'm in a safe place, and I have food every day, she stopped like being gluttonous. I don't know, to the point where she won't even lick my kitchen floors clean. She won't eat like the stuff on my kitchen floor. I have to vacuum my kitchen floor. What? It's crazy. Well, you guys make my quality time great, and I appreciate it. So I think I will probably stream a half hour earlier tomorrow. I will stream from, or maybe even an hour. I'm going to make that choice and I will post it on the Discord, whether I start streaming at 1 or I start streaming at 1:30. Let's see. If I start streaming at 1, then that means I'll finish at 3 and then I can go get Charlotte. That's probably what I'll do. So if that schedule doesn't work for everybody, I apologize, but that's the only way I can make tomorrow work since we have a doctor's appointment with Charlotte. No, she hasn't given up on Hogwarts, but the problem is we got sick with COVID and everything was wonky for a couple weeks, and then we had her birthday and everything. We have to play it on weekends. But I don't want to play it without recording it. But we haven't given up on it, but we did forget it for a while. But she did just bring it up the other day. She said, "I'm really sad I can't play that with you anymore." And I said, "Well, you can, but we can't do it live. We'd have to do it we'd have to just record it." But it's in the back of my mind. I'm sad I didn't start it earlier in the summer. We should have started it right at the beginning of summer. That was my bad. So she hasn't given up on it. She just, we just have to kind of make some adjustments. You know what I mean? But anyway, everybody stay safe and have an excellent rest of your day. And thank you so much for being here. I appreciate the follows. I appreciate the resubs. And I appreciate everybody engaging with crowd control. I'll be back tomorrow. I'm going to say 1 p.m. Central. So an hour earlier than normal. I'll post that on the Discord. If anything changes, obviously, I'll let you guys know. But that's how I'll make tomorrow work instead of just not streaming tomorrow, because I don't want to not stream for 2 days in a row, because that makes me sad. But you guys are awesome. Don't ever forget how important you are and how much you matter. I appreciate every one of you, and I appreciate this community a lot.
Later.
So yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow, and I think that's it. And as always, I just appreciate every single one of you. Don't forget it, and choose kindness. It's better to be kind. You know what I mean? Like our cult leader here. Except with Yarna, because Yarna's a jerk. Anyway. Oh, see? Now oh, no! That's not what I meant to do! My game, my screen bugged. Okay. Now I will say adios. And I'll see you guys next time.
It doesn't matter. It's in the past. It's not over. It's not done till it's not over till it's what?